Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are previewing Week 4 in college football. We're talking right now with Sean Higgs from NJWiseGuys.com. Sean Higgs, thanks for being back with us.
Thanks, Peter. How are you today?
I'm doing okay. All right, so San Diego State, Oregon State is the college game that we're going to discuss right now. I've already seen some line movement on an interesting matchup. I think I'm seeing some possible edges here. Before we get to it, give a plug for NJWiseGuys.com. Tell us what that site's all about.
Hey, NJWiseGuys.com, a nice multi-capper site. Always a lot of free content, especially, people like nowadays, it's all about the free picks, and we try to use that to, separate ourselves from everybody else. A lot of good cappers on there. We have, Tony George, Tony K, Doc Sports, always a free picks, Jimmy Boyd. A lot of guys, a lot of great free content, and it's a great site for you.
Okay, sounds good. San Diego State, Oregon State. Now, Oregon State's a 9.5 or 10-point home favorite. The total's 59 or 59.5. That's up from 56. Now, when I first saw this, the total of 56, I was all over that one. I actually bet it as much as I could. Now it's up to 59, which is, a little bit less exciting. I think I'd still take it there. Oregon State, they're off a bye, right? They are 0-2 against the spread. I'm not sure how telling either of those ATS losses were, but San Diego State, they're also off a bye. They're 2-0 against the spread. They got a close loss at North Carolina, right? They put up a lot of yards on them. North Carolina's a ranked team. San Diego State almost beat them. And, last year it was a very close game that went to 64. And Oregon State has USC up next week. So I'm thinking the leans here are San Diego State plus 10, and I guess I'd still lean over even at 59. What do you think, Sean Higgs?
Well, I'm going to disagree with you.
Really? Okay.
Here with the beef. Yeah, you know what? They both are off bye weeks, and obviously you got that little look ahead with USC on deck, a much bigger game here. But I think Oregon State was one of those middle kind of road Pac-12 teams where if they expect to go bowling, this is the kind of game they're going to have to win. And listen, if they're going to win, they're going to cover the number. I like their offense. The offensive line's healthy now after the bye weeks are a little banged up. And they got a nice senior quarterback in Sean Mannon. I think they're going to exploit the younger Aztecs, the secondary, weak on defense, only 4 starters back this year, young secondary. So I think the senior leadership over there on the offensive side of the ball, plus they got a pair of running backs averaging 6 yards a carry, definitely open things up for them. Obviously, they lost their top receiver from last year, but he's on the same page right now with his guys, and they're moving the ball. So I get, that you were saying that 59 might be a little turnoff. I could still see it going over. I think Oregon State's going to put up a bunch of points here at home.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. And like I said, I actually didn't bet San Diego State. I did bet the over pretty heavily. And I think even at 59, I think I'd prefer that to taking a side here. It's just that, San Diego State's performance against UNC, top 25 team, put up a lot of yards, covered easily as a 14.5-point dog. That doesn't make you think, all right, these guys can hang with decent teams like this.
Hey, you know what? They probably should have won. I think they were outscored, 17-6 or along those lines in the fourth quarter. Really cost them the game there. So obviously they're not intimidated, especially, West Coast, East Coast too. You figured that'd have a little effect on them, but they weren't in it the whole game. Listen, I like Rocky Long. I think he's a good coach. But in this spot, I'm leaning with the more experienced team. And I like the quarterback. Mannon's a good guy. Last year he was close to 40 and only less than 10 receptions. I think he had 37 and 9 last year. So he's obviously a talented quarterback, and I look for him to do something special here. He's got, his tight end is averaging 16 yards a catch. Obviously limited in 2 games, one versus Presbyterian. But listen, the big play possibility is there with this offense.
Well, I can't disagree with anything you're saying, and we're actually not going head-to-head against each other. My pick on this one, even at 59, would still be on the over. And if you want Oregon State, 9.5 is widely available. So for the purposes of this video, Oregon State minus 9.5 is Sean Higgs' recommended play. Thanks so much, Sean.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns. Big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.